When you draw so good, you're so satisfied, you just want to draw another drawing. This is what I do. And there's a point where you fail, you play so bad, you draw so bad, but keep going, just keep going. My name is Steven Leaf. I am the artist known as Handsome. I grew up in France, around Paris. I think my childhood was like in school. I was kind of shy. I used to be not talkative. I always drawing.
Il a commencé à dessiner très petit. Et quand il avait 3 ans par là, il a dessiné les soldats, les petits soldats, tout ça.
De savoir.
Tout le monde, tous mes invités qui sont venus chez nous, ils ont été choqués de voir un dessin tellement réaliste. Il n'avait que 3 ans, c'est ça?
I used to draw in school since I was 6. I'll draw for fun, so I just draw and people just see my table and see, oh, you're drawing this, it's amazing. And I was kind of shy, so. But it was really good feeling when they praise me, like, you're drawing so good, so I kept doing that. In 1 year, the free time in class, you can have like, I don't know, 100 hours drawing in 1 year, and it stacks. Before I know, my mechanics in drawing is really good. During holidays, big holidays, you have 2 months free. That time I started to watch anime because my old teammate told me to try, you know. And I started by the anime Sword Art Online, and I kinda loved it, and I couldn't stop watching. Then I began to read manga too. I like manga because most of them are pretty good stories, and I really enjoy the drawings, and it makes me draw all the time when I see their drawings. I was thinking about drawing a story one day. Because I have talent now for drawing, I know that. I've put already a lot hard work, but I need to continue still to become the best. I've got one brother, he's like 4 years older than me. He's the one who made me start League of Legends.
He always followed me in everything I did.
We had one PC at that time, and he said something like, if you don't play League of Legends, I won't let you the PC.
I wanted my brother to try this game because he's always good at video games.
When I was 11, at Season 2, I had like 2000 ELO.
The first player I played against with my brother was Reckless. We beat him.
I felt I was behind in skill compared to him. But my brother says we won, but I still don't remember that we won.
I said, oh, we actually beat a professional player. Maybe we can climb high in the ladder. And it actually became true, but not for me. He climbed alone.
At that time, I used to play in the living room. My father didn't want me to play in my room because like he wouldn't see me all day and just keep playing like no life, just playing.
Moi et ma femme, on pensait qu'il ne faut jamais mettre le PC dans sa chambre.
Ouais, sinon après il est enfermé dedans avec son PC et voilà, et il sort que pour manger et pour dîner, c'est tout.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Et nous, on n'aime pas ça, on préfère le voir dans le salon, où là où il joue, on sent sa présence et ça nous fait plaisir, voilà.
I used to play really a lot. I didn't do homeworks, so my parents were frustrated about that and just cut the Wi-Fi, take the computer in the car. That way.
Je me souviens un jour, quand je suis rentrée du travail, il jouait et il était assez tard, je l'ai grondé, il m'a dit « Maman, c'est ma passion, tu ne peux pas m'enlever ma passion ». Et à ce jour-là, je l'ai laissé faire.
At season 4, there's people who started to play League in my school. People in other class would say, oh, it's the challenger, you know.
Une fois, je suis rentré en bus. Et dans le bus, il y a un groupe de jeunes qui parlaient de Hans Sama. Et je ne comprenais pas pourquoi ils parlaient de Hans Sama. En fait, c'est l'école même qui parle de ce jeu-là. Donc après, bon, on pense vraiment que c'est un phénomène presque que tout le monde connaît, mondial.
Et même, je me rappelle que l'autre jour, j'ai mon neveu qui est venu chez moi. Il a demandé à Steven de faire un dessin pour son copain qui est fan de Steven. Même de signer dessus sur le dessin. Et quand Steven a fait ça devant moi, j'étais émue. Vraiment, j'ai dit, on ne s'attendait pas à ça. Voilà, si seulement vraiment il peut devenir une star, on est content pour lui.
Somehow, feel I have the responsibility to be the best for the French fans, but in the other way, I kind of worry because I'm always thinking about the bad things. What if I do bad, you know? When a huge person, the most famous in League of Legends French, asks you to draw you, it's like amazing feeling.
The first time I met Steven was when I was playing solo queue back then. It was a long time ago. I still remember he was 14, so that was really young. And he was already extremely good. And we played a bit, and I discovered that he was French, and even more, he was Cambodian, just like me. And we started playing from there. I knew that if he kept playing, that he would one day reach the LCS and become a pro player, and here he is.
Oh, so soon. Oh my God. It's the beginning.
Our first match of the day, joining us on the Rift, promoted from the Challenger Series, it is Misfits.
I'm not 100% sold on Pauwgrim or Hans Sama being like top tier carries just yet. I think that might keep Misfits from being like a number 1 or 2 team.
Stress.
Sama flash into safety, nobody's died yet. Curtain call is being used. Knight finds Hans Sama. Misfits are routed. They are just getting pulled apart. And Giants upset the apple cart and fire the first shot here in the best of 3 against Misfits.
I know it's stage. Talk more about what you can do. Talk more about your abilities. Talk more about your summoners. Call targets and teamfights. Okay, you got very quiet on stage today. Okay, don't let that happen again.
En fait, Steven est quelqu'un de timide, mais on a remarqué qu'il a une confiance en soi, mais pas toujours. Hein. Le jour, il a dit à moi, maman, je suis pas sûre que je vais jusqu'au bout à LOL, hein, pour réussir tout. Hein. Ah, j'étais surprise. Je dis, c'est pas son genre de me raconter ça, parce que d'habitude, il a vraiment confiance en lui. Quand il a douté de gagner, moi, je lui ai consolé. Je lui ai dit, ça ne fait rien, même si tu ne gagnes pas, c'est que tu te donnes tout déjà. Et nous, en tant que parents, on ne t'en veut pas, on te soutient toujours, malgré tout. Et lui, il n'a rien dit, il a souri.
Sharon catches Hans Sama, Unburrow as well, but Hans Sama stays alive. Giants have been destroyed where they stand. Nice. Misfits turn their attention to the Nexus. They're ignoring the champions, and Misfits
Seeing him doing well makes me feel happy because I knew for a fact that he would be that player that will perform.
I want to be the best French player, also to be the best EU player, but it will be hard. It's still a dream.
Il est perfectionniste. Il veut réussir quelque chose. Il travaille dur pour y arriver, pour son objectif, quoi. Et tout ce qui touche, j'ai remarqué, Steven, par exemple dans le sport, ou le dessin, ou dans les jeux vidéo, ça se transforme en or, quoi.